Good morning, everyone. So today and moving forward, we are really going to zoom in on connotative words and connotation. I briefly, if you watched the videos from last week, I briefly talked about this in Monday's reading nudge from the week prior. So we're really going to be zooming into connotative language. This does stem from and is a lot like, in a way, figurative language, because really the author is using it with a purpose and intentionally in their writing. So it's really important for us as readers to really take the time to stop and notice these words and really think about why they, might be using them and what these words mean and their importance. So they're really there to elicit a feeling in us as readers. So the learning target for today is I can identify a connotative word within a given sentence. So I'm going to just go over a little bit more with you connotation, and then we'll do a practice example together. So again, connotation is idea or feeling a word invokes in addition to its literal meaning. So when you think literal meaning, that is the definition you would look up in the dictionary. So you can see denotation. Remember, denotation definition. If you look at the example word there, it is gray. So when you look up gray in the dictionary, it's a color in between black and white. However, when we use gray in the writing, it really might be trying to get a different feeling or elicit a different feeling from us as readers. So we might think it's a negative word, it's gloomy, old age. So then I wrote an example sentence here. The gray December days drag on as the days get short, the nights get longer. So really think about the gray December days, and I'm kind of using them in a gloomy feeling, right? Trying to pull that out of my readers. So that is a sentence, and I have this little picture here that says the connotation is the implied meaning of a word. So in other words, connotation beats denotation every time in any conversation. So there's a lot more meaning to it, all right? It's a little bit more abstract. You can do a lot more with it. So when you're thinking about connotation, I just have this little kind of like a mental picture graphic organizer you can really think about to help you remember it. So connotative words, they're really going to focus on the ideas, the feelings, and the connections. So the ideas you get when you see that word, the feelings you feel when you read that word, and then the different connections you make when that word comes up. So it's way more than just its literal meaning. There's a lot of background knowledge and a lot of different things we might associate with that word. They're very deep. Like there's a lot to them. Think of it that way. So there's ideas, there's feelings, and connections we make as readers. So this is just a quick example, and you're going to be doing something a lot like this today in your activity and just working through 5 sentences. But I'm going to read it really quick. On our walk home from school today, we tried to convince Tommy to ring Mary's doorbell and run, but he was being a big chicken. I think I took out one of the words in the next one. I did. So I noticed I took out big. I did make that change, so ignore that. But I highlighted chicken because there's a lot going on with that word. There's a deeper meaning. When we call someone a chicken, they're being what? Like scared, or they're being like, ooh, hesitant. They don't really want to do it. And so there's a lot there. They're using that word kind of negatively to poke fun at Tommy. They're calling him a chicken, so they're trying to say he's scared, but they don't actually say, but he was being too scared. And then what else that I want to focus on is chicken, depending on the context this is used. Chicken could just be a food. If you're using a different sentence, it would mean something totally else. So when you're thinking about connotative words, it does matter the context in which they are used too. So that is something to be considered while you're reading, because had this been used in a different sentence, like my mom is making chicken for dinner tonight and it's the 5th night in a row and I am so bored of having chicken, very different. So connotative words, I'm really thinking about, they have that deeper meaning there, the different ideas we get from the different feelings and different connections we make. We're really going to be focusing on that throughout the next few weeks. All right, have a great day.